Today we're going to talk about the construction process with Kanvi Homes. Hi, this is Melanie Wilson with the Relife team at REMAX Elite, and I'm here today with Zach Amyot with Kanvi Homes, and we're going to talk to you about their construction process. So tell me a little bit about what people can expect. I mean, obviously everyone who's a builder builds a house from the ground to completion,
right?
But there's different things. So maybe tell us, what does Kanvi do a little differently, and
for sure,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, our philosophy as far as the construction experience is to have an expert with you at each step of the process. So what happens sometimes in new home construction is you'll sign a contract with the sales department and there's kind of a gap in communication, or you're dealing with a salesperson as far as getting construction updates, that type of thing. With us, you're dealing with that construction expert throughout the entire process. So with us, that would be our construction manager. That would be our main point of contact throughout the entire build.
Is that like the site super? Or
so you have your site super and your construction manager. Either one of them would kind of be available.
So they're two different?
Yeah, they're two different roles. Our construction manager oversees the entire construction for Kanvi, and then you have your site manager who's on site every single day, making sure that trades are performing their work according to our standards.
And how do you guys communicate throughout the process? I think you guys have some technology.
Yeah, we do have some excellent technology. We have an app called Builder Trend that keeps the client up to date as to what's happening in the house at every single step of the construction process. So it's a very transparent and smooth process to get updated as to what's happening in your house. Simply log on to your app and you can see what kind of progress has happened in your house with pictures at each step along the way.
So is there like a timeline that you put in there and then they look at it?
Yeah, there's also a construction time frame in there too that tells you what's coming up in construction.
Cool.
And what kind of time frame you can expect for each phase to complete.
Awesome. So at what point do clients with Kanvi get to walk through the property?
Yeah, and so as far as walkthroughs, one of the great things about us is that we're very transparent. Anytime you want to have a look at your house, you can have a look through with your sales representative that can take you through. But if you want to go through with those experts, we have a couple of walkthroughs. One would be pre-drywall, and I believe there's one, oh shoot, I should know this.
Cabinets?
I believe there's one, closer to finishing as well.
Yeah, so you just have two, and then of course your pre-occupancy.
And then you have your pre-occupancy inspection and walkthrough 1 week before you take possession of the house.
Right, okay. So you have the same amount of interactions with the official walkthroughs. I think most builders are doing kind of similar processes.
Yes.
But you can access, I mean, again, like every other builder, you can contact your sales rep to look at your house in the meantime.
Exactly, yeah. If there's any time that throughout this process that you're curious about what's going on, or you want to get in there and measure, or take a look, maybe take a family member through, that type of thing, you can just contact your sales rep or myself, and we're happy to walk you through. But again, if you need that expert on hand, then you have a couple of those walkthroughs throughout the construction process with that expert that can kind of break down what's been happening for your construction and answer all those pertinent questions.
Great, thanks so much. So that's the construction process with Kanvi Homes. If you have any questions, please comment below and we'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks so much for tuning in.